Our chain reactor spitting fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From new meme coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry, show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures grow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights and crypto dreams, diving into unicorns. He's got the key.
Moodeng!
Around the web.
Oh man, we fucking did it, guys. We fucking did it. Who called it? You guys called it. You guys called it too. But Moodeng Binance listing, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew GOAT was just a sign of what's to come. And here we are, guys, in 48 hours, less than 48 hours, I think, at this point. Let's say 48 to be safe. Wait. I don't think it's 48. I think we're at like 30. So what? Who cares? Whatever. Let's just say in 2 days, two pump fun meme coins getting a Binance listing. Guys, pump fun's been around for not a full year here at this point. Let's say 8-9 months, something like that. And we hadn't had a single pump fun token get listed over on Binance. Now 2 in 2 days. Man, a big old sign of what's to come. A big old sign, man. Okay, we're going to get into that a bit this morning. Good morning, Choina. Good morning, Cosmos. Good to see you guys. I'm feeling different today. But the fact is, it's just that I raised my seat up a little, but it makes me feel bigger. It's making me feel like my presence is something more than maybe it really is, but it works. Anyway, just happy it's Friday. Happy for some stuff happening in the market. Maybe it doesn't look so exciting right now, but I'm feeling a little something. I'm feeling a little something in meme coins as down as they are. Man, there's a lot to talk about. We're going to hit the crypto markets. We'll hit NFTs, top stories across both. I'm going to put a special emphasis on Moodeng. I'm assuming that, Cosmos, did they pay a listing fee? Yeah, and in fact, I would like to get into that a little bit here. Criteria for getting listed on these exchanges, what's going on? Is some shenanigans probably? Yeah, I think so. Well, let's get this started the right way, guys. Make sure you're subscribed here to SlamX Official over on YouTube. It is SlamXIO over on X. And smash the like over on X and on YouTube here, both of them. It helps get us in that sweet algo. We're making some moves there, which has been pretty fantastic. But yes, please continue to help out. Smash the like. You know what Murad always tells people to raid his shit, which I love. I want to steal that. Maybe we got to find our own term, but he raid that shit. Love it. Love that energy. If you missed yesterday's second episode of Chain Reactor in the morning, all about SlamNet, go back and check that out. Mo from Animoca, ETF God Nate Geraci, and Paul Dubé from Troon Technologies. Check it out. Great stuff there. Some insights into what SlamNet is. All right, we're holding a little bit back. A lot back still. But getting that conversation really starting to ramp up. More to announce soon. More SlamNet family to introduce to you soon. So stay up on that all. Make sure to catch up on that SlamNet episode yesterday. And make sure to grab your .slam domain. Applications built in the SlamNet ecosystem. I can say there's probably going to be a benefit to having that .slam domain. So claim your slamnet.xyz/claim. Grab it. You need a little soul in your wallet, by the way, just to cover fees. I think 0.05. It's not going to cost you 0.05, but you need that, I think, just to check a box. We'll say that. If you're having any trouble claiming, I know a few people were yesterday. It was great to see, but some volume there in the claims. If you're having any trouble with the claim, get me on DMs. I'll help as best I can, but your best bet is also coming in our Discord. Open a ticket. We'll get you squared away. But regardless, make sure you get your domain here. All right, let's kick it off with our top story here this morning. It's got to be this. I'll tell you this. There's a lot of great stories today. This is the one I'm most excited for because we sensed it was coming. In fact, I'll say this. Sensed it was coming, expected it to happen, and yet I think some were losing faith. It's actually probably a pretty deep story here. Losing faith, not that this token was good enough to get listed or that it had the holder base, the volume, nothing like that, but more that we were going up against some kind of cabal, some kind of machine here that it didn't matter how good you were. If you weren't going to benefit the exchange, if you weren't going to pay to Cosmos Point those fees, and maybe other things, that maybe you were never going to get listed. So Moodeng actually getting that listing, as much as it had pulled back, it's it's more than a glimmer of hope here at this point. It has me really excited for what's coming in this new pump fund era, guys, and that's what is happening here. The pump fund era is just starting here. I know it started earlier this year. I know people ate all year long. Earlier this year in the cycle, just a couple weeks ago with the Moodeng meta, the cute animal meta, and then shifting to the AI meta, people are doing really well in the trenches here. I think this is nothing compared to what's coming. And I'll always reference back to Murad and his vision for what meme coins are going to do this cycle. And it's crazy numbers, guys. You know that. It's crazy, crazy numbers. And then to think that those tokens are going to mostly get their start on Pump Fun. That's where they're born. And look at Moodeng here. Let me see if I can get all the way back to start. I want to show the opportunity people have when these tokens are super young here. Again, if your finger is on the pulse, if you are early enough, all this time people had to be buying and accumulating, if you know what to sense, if you know what to research, if you know those boxes you need to check. If you're a Pump Fund platform user, or at least you're tied in, you're following along in the trenches, you get all this before everybody else who is not going to spend the time in the trenches catches up. And more than that, let's pretend like this doesn't happen. Let's just pretend. We're playing fantasy right now anyways. More than that, the people on Binance and the T1 exchanges are not like us. They're not trench warriors. They're not going to be first to this, and they're not going to be second or third. These guys are going to be pretty damn late to all these tokens. And if you are in the trenches, and if you are being attentive to Pump Fun in this ecosystem here, you get ahead of the Binance stuff too. I almost can't overstate it, how big this is going to be, how much money people are going to make, how ridiculous this cycle might be. If we start getting really quality tokens and clean, right, distribution-wise, cabal insider stuff, get that shit out of here and just have some good, organic, fun meme coins, and now open up the listing on Binance, I don't think people realize really what that means for you guys, for all of us, right? If the Murad thesis plays out, I don't think people realize what that means for all of us and how much people here are going to eat. And I don't mean to get people so excited, but I'm feeling that. I've said this to Henry a couple times, and I think I've probably said it here, and I hate it to some degree. I hate that I've got WAGMI mode activated. I hate it, and I'm not even joking. I'm not being cute with that term. I'm not trying to be like funny with that. But a couple weeks ago, starting to feel out the trenches and what it's like in that Solana meme coin ecosystem, I'm like, dude, Henry, I'm not even kidding here. Unironically, dude, the WAGMI vibes are back there. If it's a matter of just being early in a thing like this, that we know how it works and we know the kind of liquidity that comes in, this is not like NFTs, man. It's not like NFTs. It's NFTs on crack and steroids and all of it at once. And you just got to be early to it, know how to sniff out the good ones. The WAGMI vibes for me right now feel every bit as it did summer of 2021. Like, holy shit, I can't believe it, because I know people are coming in. I know what they're going to spend their money on. I can't believe it, dude. Still, it requires you to execute and to put in the work, and you got to do it, guys. And as best I can, I'll be helping with that. But make no mistake, I think this is our biggest and our best opportunity since 2021. Not even 22. 21, when you were early. And I feel that here. If Binance is going to start eating from our Pump Fund tokens, this is an opportunity that doesn't come by often, every few years, and it's here now. 2 tokens listed in 2 days, guys. Okay, let me get to some comments, and then we're gonna get. There's a lot to get to today. Today can go long too. Got no time crunch, anything. Exchange for Cosmos exchanges will still make millions. Exactly, Cosmos. Those guys don't need to be paid. They don't. They make money on the fees from trading. You're right. So these high volume tokens. Yeah, we'll get info about Moodeng. I'm sure of that. I'm sure we'll find out what actually happened there, how they got listed. Choin, a quick question about SlamNet launch. Katz and I are battling it out for top spot on Zeely. Are Zeely rewards planned for SlamNet participants, or I would say what you've done is probably sufficient. I would say that because I think there's talks for maybe more Zeely campaigns, but I think, yeah, I'll double check for you guys too, but I would say, yeah, I think you're probably good with what you put in. What I want to find out is how much of that was tied to, I should know this shit. I know I should. How much of that was tied to the initial NFT drop, right? So I'll figure that out for you guys. But yeah, I think you can throttle back there. Good morning, Bang. Good to see you, man. My fellow V1 Punk brother. We'll get more into the meme coin stuff, guys. I still have a lot to say about it, and I will probably keep emphasizing this over time, the opportunity that's going to be here. But it's here. It's here. I stayed up a little last night, getting just diving back into the trenches, guys, to feel that energy. This is going to be a problem. I'll say this again. I'm going to come back to meme coins, but the trenches really wake up at night. It's tricky as a boomer, and I try to get to bed early because I wake up early. But it really does wake up in the evening at night, like 10 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock Eastern time, and overnight. Like, that's the degen hours, and that's when some really, really spicy stuff happens. And something really spicy happened last night. Turned out to be a total rug, too. But that's where there's some really interesting opportunities to make money. There's a story floating around X of a kid who was up 80 grand last night and round tripped it. But that's the kind of stuff that happens in the evening hours. With that said, I'm just going to figure out how to dial my schedule into that. That's when we got to get a Telegram group running or something like that. So if I can be in the trenches, I can make calls there. If some of you guys want to get in the trenches with me, we make calls and help each other, right? But, Bang, you're exactly right. That's exactly what it is. This is Moodeng, announced this morning a Binance listing. If you didn't know that story and you saw that just at a glance, man, spot fucking on. Good vision. It's exactly what that is. Now, this isn't even spot trading. This is perps, just like GOAT, right? So people trading on leverage here. And a 2x on this token. I think Moodeng still cooks. I still think Moodeng's a billion-dollar token. I do. I think Rasmer, I think he's right on. I think he's onto something. When he asks normies what they're going to buy, what they're interested in, it's Moodeng? Yeah. All right, let me get on to the news and stuff because I'm stuck there. Okay, well, the animal meta, I don't think it's coming back, but Moodeng doing its thing. By the way, I don't know if I said, but good morning, Gravity. Good to see you, man. Cutesy animal meta ain't back, but neither is the AI meta. AI tokens absolutely wrecked. Let me tell you guys, and this is probably a good word of caution for you. I have round-tripped almost everything I was up here in the past couple weeks. I did. I was up. I'm at 40-ish soul. I don't even know because it's like you're so kind of in and out of things. I don't know. And it fluctuates so much, but all but round-tripped it, as most do, and it's a good learning lesson here. But I felt this. I basically lived through this. I'm looking at all these tokens, and at least half of these I was in and out of. Some of these in and out of as recently as this morning. Because this morning I made a decision. Even though I feel like this is probably the bottom for the AI meme coins, and I do think that. I think they're going to come back with a vengeance. But I realized it's time to reset. I sold almost everything, got just a few tokens right now. Flavia is one of them. And I don't even know what else. I just kind of went through the list, sold, down 90% on most of them. The ones that was down 50% I considered a win, honestly. That's how bad it was round tripped. But I feel really good about the lessons learned. Point here is a great reset. Oh, fuck. That sounds weird. A nice reset for myself to, again, refocus when this stuff starts cooking. That said, I feel this is bottomish. I feel it's bottomish, so we're just going to keep our fingers on the pulse here, and we'll make sure we're dialed in when this does cook again. And I think it's right here. again, tail end of this, I'll get back into meme coins. I want to get to the crypto market here, but this is where we're at now. Everything down. Everything down feels kind of, it doesn't feel bad. Feels whatever. Feels like a proper reset. I dig it. All right, let's get into some fun stories here. Dude, I actually literally laughed at this yesterday. We mentioned it on the afternoon show, but we saw the U.S. government moving $20 million worth of crypto. $20 million. It's a pretty big chunk. But quickly enough, thanks to Zach XBT, like always, we found out, guys, this wasn't the government just taking crypto and selling it. No. This was, and we're still waiting on details, but the U.S. government's crypto wallet being compromised, hacked, maybe phished. Someone stole $20 million worth of crypto from the U.S. government. It couldn't make me happier, and I don't know why, guys. I don't know what that comes from, nor do I care. I'd probably have to go to a psychiatrist to figure this out. I like it a lot. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy to see it. There you go. 20 million in crypto. Ronan, right? That's what tells you it's probably like it's probably a North Korean hacking group or somebody untouchable. Like, that's some serious balls to steal crypto from the government. And that's what makes it such a funny story. Like, I just, oh man, I love it. Again, 20 million split up, sent to multiple exchanges. I don't know what these Binance nested services are, by the way. That I saw that term a couple times yesterday. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Either way, though, GG's. Just fucking GG's. I love it. I'm waiting for more details about this, too. And I'm sure Zach is on this very thoroughly. Like, this will be a mainstream headline. But who did it? Exactly how much? Which tokens? Where they went? And honestly, the one thing that I think we're all itching to find out is how it happened. How it happened? Just somebody being careless? Or was this a much more sophisticated attack? I can't wait. We've got Microsoft disclosing that coming up in December at a shareholder meeting, they're going to discuss potentially investing in Bitcoin, which is great. Just more and more stories like that. As Tyler's saying, it is institutions, it is nation states, it is, man, talk about a power struggle that's coming up. Already was here, and that's why it was really important that we guys get into crypto and start accumulating early. Because at some point, there's going to be very little to go around, and these guys are coming for it. That said, word on the street is that shareholders and the big ones, right, the more influential shareholders are going to be voting no on this. Too speculative. I think Nature Racy, I think, even pointed out, man, was it Vanguard? Let me see if I can find, I think one of their biggest shareholders, and I do think Vanguard, not bullish on Bitcoin, thinks it's way too speculative. I want to find this because it's pretty interesting. But TLDR, likely that will be voted no. Yeah, it is Vanguard. Now, this was regarding that story. Vanguard's view on Bitcoin and crypto, it's an immature asset class that has little history, no inherent economic value, no cash flow, can create havoc within a portfolio. Now, I'm probably crossing stories here too. It was either a different shareholder, maybe it was Vanguard too, but also having exposure to Bitcoin through another company, another investment. And so no need to take on that risk in multiple. But again, TLDR, probably not going to be voted yes. Interesting, nonetheless, that Microsoft considering that. That's where we're headed. Exciting stuff, guys. Man, maybe more exciting. Actually, I do think this is. The state of Pennsylvania passed the Bitcoin Bill of Rights. It passed. That's in the House. But this is fantastic. And actually, at this point, Pennsylvania, yes, leading the charge here. You know, come to think of it, there's other states that have done some really important things with Bitcoin this year. I think it was Wyoming accepts Bitcoin to pay taxes, things like that. This stuff's important to see kind of one by one the dominoes fall in our favor. But here you see it's House Bill 2481. 3 main points. This preserves your right to self-custody Bitcoin. Love that. It allows Bitcoin to be used for payments. I like that. I want to see to what extent is that with official government transactions, again, like taxes, or Is this setting the stage for businesses to be able to do that? I don't know. I'm assuming it's kind of government things, but also to help tighten up the tax framework around Bitcoin, which is super important. And I think the payment thing and the tax thing go hand in hand. So does custody. So yeah, all of those. Really important to get those more defined. And that's what we've been asking for, what we've been waiting for. Slowly, actually more quickly and quickly. It is speeding up, but it's happening right in front of us. Love to see it. GG's to Pennsylvania and the residents there. What an awesome state, by the way. Random as hell. But growing up, we used to go to Amish country there. I can't remember where exactly, but it was so cool. Grew up in a very religious house, and we'd travel a lot. And we would go stay with this Amish family. And not the most traditional Amish, like they did use power sometimes. Like lights would be on in the house, but dude, so cool. Big old farm, the animals everywhere. There was an Amish fair, like a flea market we would go to. Just so cool. Like cool people, cool area. I love Pennsylvania. I just got real sentimental. I don't know what that was about, but I love it. Anyway, there you go. The Bitcoin rights bill. Freaking love it. Let's get that here in Illinois. Let's get that in wherever you guys live too. Man, let's peek at the crypto market. How are we looking? You know, awesome hearing Raoul Pal talk about the market just 2 days ago here. And just perspective, the zoom out. Just reminding people to zoom out and how good everything looks right now. It really does. Even though, and we say this almost every day, we're just treading water here. Nothing substantial happening, but I think just maintaining this level is substantial enough. Bitcoin here, 68K, ETH 2,500. Solana 173. Solana's been cooking, man. Down in the past 24 hours, but man, still cooking. And on the ETF side, the Bitcoin ETFs, 188 million in inflows yesterday. Dude, it's just been an incredible run here the past 2 weeks. Incredible. Actually, yesterday, the lowest day in about a week. Yesterday, the lowest day other than the day outflows here. The low is still 188 mil. We're going to come back to the BlackRock ETF in a moment here. That's the IBIT ETF here, 165 mil. Little interesting little nugget there. And then on the Ethereum side, 2.3 million in inflows. So a decent day for ETH. In the positive, we'll take that. But there you go. 165 mil from IBIT. Again, that's BlackRock's ETF. If you just take the 1 day, that 1 day alone puts it in the top 10% of all ETFs to launch this year. This 1 day. Forget Wednesday, right? Forget Monday. Forget every other day here. 165 mil alone puts it in the top 10% of ETFs this year. That's how massive the BlackRock IBIT ETF is. Crazy. Crazy to get that kind of perspective. Just what a monster this is. I got to look up to, I know Nate talks about this a bit, but how much they own now, and it's a lot. They have a lot of Bitcoin. Really cool to see the growth of those ETFs. More on that over the next days, weeks, years, forever. What a huge thing. Guys, the gift card industry coming on chain. This is cool. Mentioned this in the afternoon show yesterday. And look, I don't think Henry and I agree with this. And I don't have a strong take on this other side. TLDR, multi-trillion-dollar gift card industry coming on chain through the Retail Alliance Network. They're called smart cards. I don't know if this is live yet, and if not, I'm not sure when it is. This is, to me, there's something really cool here, but I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. Reason being is, when I talked to Henry and Joe about this, Henry's like, hey, all this stuff you can already do, right? You can trade gift cards online. You can list them on marketplaces and sell them. I've never worried about fraud with my gift card, things like that. That said, if the argument that this doesn't matter is because we're already doing this stuff, I look at most of this space and most everything that's happening out there in NFTs and crypto, it's already happening in the real world. But this just eliminates so many middlemen, right? This makes everything smoother, easier, more transparent, faster, decentralized. The fact that maybe you don't have to rely on one specific marketplace. So for those reasons, they feel surface levels, but that is the core of blockchain tech. It's just how seamless it makes things. And it's all about cutting out those middlemen. I don't know, when you start talking about a multi-trillion-dollar industry coming on chain, I don't know how that's nothing but bullish. Oh, Eagle Eye, my bad here. Let me put that up for you. That's a really good point. I'll drop it here. SlamNet.xyz/claim. You can do it right through here. You can go to all domains as well. Dude, I had a Zin in. I didn't realize I had a strong one in. Jesus. Yeah, all domains are partner for this. You can go right on their website and claim it there too, but you can also do it right on our site. Definitely grab your domain, because I'm just going to go through and lock up all your names and sell them to you. No, I wouldn't do that. There you go. Multi-trillion-dollar industry coming on chain. So many coming. Polymarket, a small update here. I love these stories too. We talked maybe 2 weeks ago about the Frenchman who was bidding on Donald Trump to win the general election. 25 million. I think this guy's up to 40 plus million dollars. Someone else is bidding on Trump to win this election. By the way, this is not like election interference. This is just degens. This is gamblers going kind of all in on Trump. And these are guys who throw around millions like we throw around, a couple $100, maybe on a good day, a couple grand. These guys throw around millions. Someone, yikes, threw in a few mil, maybe not understanding how Polymarket works exactly. And as you're betting, well, you're making less and less on those bets. You're buying some pretty terrible odds. This man ended up buying, look at that, almost $300,000 at 99%. Meaning he's going to make nothing, basically, if Trump wins. But he cleared that order book. Yikes. These are degens. We see this all the time, too. Right? We see this in crypto. People firing a clip into a meme coin. Like fat finger, and you're not understanding how it works. Maybe not having slippage set right. And just losing it all. Man, it happens. It happens at all levels. And then seeing that on Polymarket. Wow. Again, look at that here. This guy betting at 99. Oopsie. I love it. Let's look at the NFT market, guys. Eagle Eye, you all set there? Can you guys, by the way, click links? If I send them in comments, can you click them? Yeah, Ronan, thank God. You're right. It wasn't the whole 3 mil. It was that last, almost 300K. That said, he bought all the way up, right? So he got some, let's say, at 50%, 60%, and he got some at 70, 80, all the way up. Okay, cool. Really cool. All the way up to 99%. Again, he cleared the order book. It happens. It's funny. Those kind of guys, good morning, Mike. Like I always say, I am willing to lose money just to get skin in the game, right? And learn a platform. That's an expensive lesson, but now he knows. And maybe that guy's now going to run laps around everybody else there. You learn quick when you lose that much. Back to NFTs. Another day over 10 million in sales yesterday, 10.5 mil. Love to see it. Unique sellers up, unique buyers up, transactions up. And trade profits exactly where it's been now for, weeks and weeks. Today also starting deep in the hole here. Today, negative 658,000 in trade profits. I think we're at 14 days over 10 million in sales. So again, a really good streak. This officially puts us at the best streak since June. Mid-June was the last streak that was longer than this, over 10 mil. Now, that streak was long. That was a 45, 46-day streak. So we got a lot to go before we catch up to that. But still, again, a really, really good stretch here for NFTs. Not like crazy volume, but we'll take it. Certainly take it. Just ramping up here. Now, heading into the weekend, it's usually slow for NFT volume. We'll see if we maintain that. Don't have high expectations here, but still, I dig it. Interesting. I got to dig into something I see here. You probably see it too. Okay, all good now. Top collections move in this market here. Fragana's been cooking this week, guys. I'm still not exactly sure why. I'm assuming that Fragana's have some kind of rewards, maybe on Tensor, right? Somewhere somebody's got to be rewarding trading here, because look at the number of buyers and sellers in this collection. It feels like a lot. Dojuki's different, right? We see a lot of buyer sellers there as well, also on Solana, but there's multiple collections tied into this. But I'm just trying to understand why Fraganas has so many buyers and sellers when look at like Mad Lads, 20 buyers. Retardio Cousins, 28. Fraganas have over 1,000. Yeah, people, I'm assuming, farming rewards on either Magic Eden diamonds or, whatever tensors, maybe it's points over there. Interesting. D-Market's got number 2 locked down, always cooking here. They're always in the top 5. Counter-Strike skins, Team Fortress skins, Dota, Rust. Good stuff. People love those gaming skins. Doesn't matter the market, right? Crypto NFT market doesn't matter. It's a product that's so in demand here. So always 500K, a million in volume daily, always cooks. We got Guild of Guardian Heroes, brand new mint over on Bitcoin Insurgents. Cool collection. We'll peek at that if we have time. Sorare, Dozuki, the General Ordinals collection. These perpetual bonds, I don't think they're traditional NFTs. Might be, a DeFi, like a staking position here. Node Monks, some BRC20 bundles here. I'm going to push Bitcoin Puppets into the top 10. Kind of in my head, got these 2 removed. And we'll shout out Mad Lads, Retardio Cousins here as well. Wow, dude, Mike sold his Zach XBT Zora NFT. He minted for $2. Which one was that, man? Zach, I don't know if he's done it more than once. I think he has, but sometimes he mints an NFT to like commemorate like a case he's cracked, right? Was that related to the U.S. government thing, Mike, or was that like a month or 2 back with the kid who stole millions of bucks? Right, the kid, it was a group of kids. Really cool, dude. Minted for $2, sold for $300. Wow. Went for $1,400. The investigations one. Okay. Does he have multiple, Mike? Does he have? It's the one from like a month, like 6-ish weeks ago. Guys, keep your eyes on Zach XBT and those NFTs he mints. I don't remember if it's only that one or if he's done it a few times, but that's really cool. That's a really, really cool opportunity there. Of course, when people catch on and realize he does it, maybe the value's not there the same, but wow, so cool, man. So he does multiple, it sounds like. Some are free. But Zora's a cheap platform, right? So maybe get some ETH bridged over there and be prepared to scoop some of those, especially big cases, right? The U.S. government one, if he does... Okay, look at this. It's only one limited that did that. Okay. But you know what? This U.S. government hack or whatever happened here, look, if he puts together a really nice investigation on that one, wouldn't be shocked if he mints an NFT for that too. And you might have a nice opportunity there. So yeah, keep your eye on Zach XBT's account. Look for those opportunities. Here's your top sales in the past 24 hours. These autoglyphs. I'm assuming like usual that their loans will peak. Assuming these are loans over on Gandhi. First one, yes. It's a Gandhi loan. In fact, are those the same piece? Nope, they're 2 different pieces. First one is a loan. I'm assuming the second one is too. Yes, both loans over on Gandhi. Love to see it. Love seeing people like unlock liquidity from their NFTs. Really cool. Really cool. Some Bored Ape sales. A nice Pudgy Penguin. Here's those Wizard BRC20 bundles. There you go. It's a lot more than that to get it in the top 10. So, yeah, Wizard BRC20's cooking here. Man, Beeple's here near the top. Great stuff. Great stuff. No CryptoPunk sales. They had been flying this week, but yeah. We got 24 hours with no punk sales. All right, big news dropped yesterday, guys. Magic Eden had a couple things yesterday. The 2 co-founders did a live stream yesterday. Sounds like the first of many. Maybe it's a new like ongoing series for them. Really cool. Love getting founders on talking about their platforms. But yesterday was announcing details about the ME token, not the official token, mind you, but the test token. Right? They're going to roll out a test token. I think it's an off-chain token. Well, that might not be true, actually. I think it's on a test net, I think. We'll dive into some details here, but the test ME token's coming here in just 4 days, guys. 4 days. Now, if you're expecting to get the ME token because you got diamonds from trading, hope you got plenty. Hope you don't live in the States and the UK as well, guys, because if you do, you don't get to claim the ME tokens. Now, the test tokens, maybe you do because they're completely unrelated, right? Test tokens, different criteria for getting them. And they're worthless. They're telling everybody, do not trade these things. But let me play. I want to see this little commercial. Hang on. Sweet, sweet Emmy. Dude, they're great. They got great, man, they got great everything. These guys just do everything right. But they got great producers, guys who create video content. They always have great promo materials, like going out with their announcements. Really smart. These guys are really smart. I'm telling you guys, Magic Eden is going to be Binance. Magic Eden is going to be Binance level. They are. I'm excited about them. Drop a link to the show, by the way, guys. Just smash the like on that. All right, here we go. Some details about the test ME token. And there are some important details. Again, in the States and the UK, you don't get to play. We'll talk about how you can maybe get around this a bit. Let me rephrase that. How if you were a shady character, how you might get around it. Because there will be ways. So I hear. So here you go. You have to have the Magic Eden mobile app. You're going to have to do this on your phone, right? This will not work on desktop. Because I think the location tracking. I think that's why. Or, I think that's why, but it could also just be to drive people to the app, right? They're very thoughtful with how and why they do things. It could just be for that. Looks like we're still waiting for like the step-by-step on how we're going to claim here. But eligible wallets for the test ME token are wallets that use Magic Eden recently, trading on Magic Eden, and then a random selection of on-chain users. Okay, so maybe even if you didn't use the platform, you can still get in. Your eligibility of the test ME, no relationship to your eligibility for ME, which I do think is diamonds related. It to me makes sense, right? Doesn't mean that's exactly what's going to happen, but I'm assuming diamond related. And just because you're eligible for the test token doesn't mean you're eligible for ME. Okay, so completely separate things, testing out their systems in the process. This is a big old cross-chain event, right? Every wallet receives the same number of tokens. And this is funny, too. We discourage trading of the token because it has no utility. That said, man, degens are going to degen. Man, this one hurts a bit, though. U.S. and U.K. users not eligible for test ME. And again, the same applies to the real ME token. Kind of sucks. Kind of brutal. Because people did spend time farming those diamonds expecting they were going to get ME tokens and are going to have to jump through some serious hurdles. And we saw this being set up, guys, right? When you go to the Magic Eden site, magiceden.io, if you're in the States, you get redirected to .us. They're just not fucking with us because we make it so difficult here, right? Here's Jack, one of the co-founders of Magic Eden. Let me see if he's got any other juicy details here. Yeah, again, just stating again, your eligibility for the ME, the real deal token, means nothing for the test one. Same allocation. Yeah, no US, UK. We're still working with our legal team to unblock UK access. Okay. Yeah, I heard Henry mentioned this on the afternoon show. If you're in the UK, you can't even download the Magic Eden wallet on mobile. Desktop, I don't know, but mobile, you can't. But guys, there's going to be ways around this. Okay, on mobile. Plenty of apps there, and I don't know if you have to route this through your PC. I think maybe you do. Probably ways to not. Jailbroken phones, an obvious way around this stuff. But I'm not encouraging, by the way, just saying what I know people do. But you can jailbreak your phones. There's applications that'll help you spoof your location. VPNs, I don't know how those come into play. I actually don't think they're going to help you on mobile to get around this. I think you do have to go further. I think you got to go deeper. I think you got to get something that lets you spoof the location. We saw that a lot with Pokemon Go, I mentioned to Henry yesterday. Because he may, I don't know. I'm not encouraging him to jump through the hoops here either, but he wants his ME tokens. But Pokemon Go, when that game came out, right, certain little Pokemons are in certain locations, some of them in certain like geographical locations, like around the world. What are you going to do? Fly around the world to go collect Pokemon? No. People figured out how to spoof their location on their phone, make it look like they're in a specific place, and they go catch the little Pokemon. Well, the same thing's going to work here. There's also, I believe, on desktop mobile app emulators too. So maybe you can do that. Maybe then you can throw on a VPN and be able to download the mobile app, again, in a little self-contained emulator on desktop and claim that way. All kinds of ways. I mean, worst case scenario, I imagine, Assassin, good to see you, man. I imagine there's going to be ways for you to remote into, let's just say, a session and environment that is overseas somewhere, right? That is in a location that has access to this stuff. There's a lot of ways you can get around this. And depending the value of that ME token, we're going to find out just how worth it is to jump through those hoops. It's a lot of hoops. And knowing you degens out there, someone's going to break this all down and outline step by step, including apps to use, what it looks like, what you got to be careful of. And ultimately, if you jump through those hoops, is it safe enough? So again, I don't want to encourage people to do this. I don't know. I'm obviously no legal expert. So if anybody does this, that is fully on you, of course, but just got to say there will be ways around it. You guys, a lot of smart people out there. We'll come back to that when there are more details, guys. If somebody puts out those details of how you do it, I'll share it because I'm just here to share info. So stay tuned there. Pudgy Penguins, the trading card game. We heard they recently partnered with eBay to sell these physical cards. I think this is like a Pokemon type game, right? Which is really cool. Music, yes, sir. Yeah, you Yeah, you see the you wake up to the Moodeng pump, 120%. Yep. Of course. Yeah, that's what a Binance listing will do that. But hey, I mean, a lot of us still are waiting for the spot trading, and a lot of people still think Moodeng's $1 billion token. So there you go. Yeah, bang. Never learned a hula hoop, but jumping through. Yeah, man. You just gotta evolve a bit here. But anyway, here you go. Those Pudgy Penguin trading cards are actually for sale now. Very tempted to grab a box. Man, peak NFT market cooking and just winning. Peak winning. There's no doubt I would buy these. No doubt. Like, I wouldn't miss this. But interesting now, and I think if I'm like this, others are too, but now I'm looking at this and man, do I want it. But I'm like, $144 again, I want it. I really, really do. I would love to crack some packs. I would love to just, put the box aside. But $144 is a little different today than it was 2 years ago. $144 we were spending on transaction fees, right? We were dumping that into gas. And these days it's really different. Now I look at that as, oh, dude, that's like one soul I could throw in a shitter and 10x it. Or you see those guys who get in early enough and they 100x that bad boy. $144 hits a little different right now. So right now I got this like internal battle of, I don't want these to sell out because I'm still debating here, but I want to spend $144. I want to be a little smarter this time around. I don't know where I land yet, other than I do want them. Love it. Love the package here. I like cracking packs too. It's just so much fun. And always want to support the people here who are building. So I'm debating. Any of you planning to buy these? Do you guys consider that a collector's item? Not officially Pudgy Penguins, by the way. I don't think. Yeah, even though Luca tweets it, right? But this is not an official Pudgy Penguins product. This is, a community member who's, I believe, even licensed these through the Overpass platform. It's cool. It's cool. At the very least, it's cool. Does it have legs? Can this be a new... I mean, man, we've all been looking out for the next Pokemon. Yeah, could this be it? Wow. Music, good stuff. Aped is done pretty nice. 17 cents up to $8 this week. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Memes have cooled off. Like, meme coins cooled off, but there's a lot of wins out there still, man. You as active as you are, you're going to find them. Small update from Battleplan, right? From Pixel Vault. Kicking off a tournament here with some decent prizes. I'm saying decent. Right? Because you have Top Trader out there, which is giving away, I don't know, 18 to 20,000. And that can be in a 24-hour period. On the other hand, you have Battleplan, which is also on Ape Chain. With a tournament, I think this tournament's lasting like 6 weeks. That might be a little long, but yeah, so don't quote me on that. But this is not like a one-day tournament. This is multiple days, and I actually think this is closer to, I think it's a weeks-long tournament. And here's the prizes for this: 15 grand for first place, 6,000 for second, 4,000 for third, all the way down to $100 for 21st through 30th place. Are those rewards enough to get people over on that chain and playing? I played the game. It's fine. It's fine. It's to me, it's no better than fine. It's just fine. And if the rewards are there, then sure, maybe I play. But man, if it's a multi-week tournament for, and this will sound silly, when I just said I'm not sure if I'm willing to spend $144, and then the flip side is I'm going to say it's only 15 grand. How do you make that make sense? It goes back to the Solana trenches. I feel like I can put that time and energy and a little money like this into the Solana trenches and maybe walk away with the same kind of money here without having to grind out on a game for weeks here. But different people in this space, different risk tolerance, different appetite for, how you get there. So this is for a bunch of people. It is. I know some people like this. Probably ain't for me anymore. Again, I think this is a weeks long. I think it's 4 to 6 weeks. Again, don't quote me, but it is what it is. Putting it on your radar at the very least. Maybe worth looking at. All right, I think we're venturing. Let me peek ahead. But I think we're venturing into, yeah. Okay, we're getting to our meme coin territory, which I'm excited about. And yeah, we'll have to go long today, by the way. All right, we saw this yesterday. Goat cooking, truth terminal behind the goat token. I mean, come on. One of the most popular accounts on all of X at this point. And just so, wow, over 200,000 followers now. Wow. Man, I'm out of Kundalini, right? I'm out of all these tokens, and I do want to get back in. I think I'll regret being out of some of these. Anyway, the activity, the engagement on these tweets, man, it just makes sense to throw the truth terminal into Fantasy Top. I love this. Now, you guys know Fantasy Top. It's a, it's a PvP tournament. Setting a picture fantasy sports, right? Instead of setting a athlete, you're setting a Twitter influencer. It is measuring the kind of engagement people get on their tweets. So most of them are names, faces we're familiar with, real people. This is the first AI. Good morning, Dobro. First AI here, which is pretty cool. And I think the first of many. I think we'll see a lot of these too. In fact, I bet you we'll get to the point where there's tournaments that is only the AI accounts. Like, you got to set your lineup. It can only be AI. Really cool here. Really cool to see them added. Music said, listen to the Mark Anderson A16Z interview about GOAT. Has to be a huge amount of background work to get the exchange listings for future and to get the GOAT ticker too. The GOAT ticker, where specifically? Because it was a pump fund token, right? So at that point, it's just what? Be first to launch the token. And there's all kinds of copycats already too. But I'd love to get some insights into how the exchange listing stuff works behind the scenes. Again, we're going to get into that in probably about a minute here. Gotta just mention again for anybody new tuning in, Moodeng on Binance. We're talking futures. Is that live now? I'm bad with the time zone conversions here, but I think it's live now. And Moodeng absolutely pumping. Yeah, over 2x here. Just as of this morning, as of that announcement. Oh, music. I didn't know that. The GOAT token already existed. Somehow that was sold? Oh, are we talking on Binance specifically? There's something already was listed with GOAT. Did that maybe get unlisted and the new GOAT, Goatius Maximus, listed instead? Because you know what? It is interesting when you start talking about these centralized exchanges. You don't see like we see in Dex Tools or Dex Screener, right? You don't see multiple tickers. You don't see 500 GOATs, right? You see one. which I like, actually. So interesting. Maybe they did have to buy out a different GOAT token to get that other listing off, get Goatsius Maximus listed instead. Hadn't thought of that. It's a good point. Yeah, but there's Moodeng now. Moodeng still thinking $1 billion token, maybe more. But on the right track now. So spot listing coming next, assuming. And she cooks from there. Great to see you again. I mentioned earlier, the first of many, a lot more pump fund tokens will cook. The metas are getting stronger. You guys have seen it, right? The AI meta's strong. The AI meta's awesome. The cutesy animal thing, I think, comes roaring back at some point. It does. We'll keep doing these cycles. But I think, too, we'll get... Mike, don't you say that. Let's peek. Mike's saying we got a Bitcoin pump. Wait. You sure? Wishful thinking there? Are we talking about this morning? Yes, Eagle Eye. The domains are NFTs. I think you have to go to all domains and wrap it, and then it shows in your wallet. Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool, Mike. There's a wrapping process, and then you see it in your wallet. So it is in your wallet, but there's something with the way they work. I need a crash course on this myself so I can explain it better. If you hop on our Discord, too, I think people have been talking about that. But, yes, it's wrapping the domain, then it shows in your wallet, just along with all the other NFTs. But a lot more pump funds. And I got to say again, guys, I have those wag me vibes. I do. I don't mean to sound cringe and like pumpy and all that stuff, but I feel it. I really feel it. Like I mentioned at the start, I know some of you guys join later. Let's pull up the Moodeng chart again. You guys who are plugged in are in Moodeng all along here. We called Moodeng on the show here at 7 mil, just like GOAT. You guys who are plugged in, picture yourself versus a Binance user, right? We're talking people who are not in the trenches. They probably don't watch any crypto content, right? They're served up what are the hot coins that we've already pumped, that we've already decided are our horses in the race, right? It's not us. We're here. We're buying all along here. And this whole cycle is going to be this rinsed and repeated over and over and over again. This is all us. And I'm talking here, this community, this show, the people here who are in the trenches trading, this is all us getting ahead of the rest of the space who also, maybe like Binance traders, aren't 24/7 here, maybe aren't also watching the content, or if they are, they're just a little late. They're a little slower. They're not as plugged in. Man, the more plugged in you are, you're here making all of this. And again, ahead of all the Binance guys, too. This chart's going to look silly once we let this marinate a bit. And now we've seen 2 pump fund tokens listed on Binance in 24, 48 hours. And we'll see this over and over and over again this cycle. I can't tell you what I feel about this. I can't really put it in words without just saying wag me, because that sums it up. But so much of this cycle, so much more of this when Murad and his takes start playing out, and I really believe they will. I really believe we're going to see many tokens. Guys, many tokens over a bill. A lot. I'm talking dozens of tokens over $1 billion market cap, which is crazy. And again, multiple tokens over 10 billion market cap, and I'm not going to be shocked to see a token or two at 100 bill. And if that happens, guys, that literally is wag me. That is literally everybody here eating. If you're attentive, you don't have to be in the trenches. You don't have to be down here. As long as you're still paying attention to shows like this and other great ones out there, do you pay attention to the content out there, the people who are in the trenches and serving up that pretty timely news, insights, whatever? I think you're going to do great this cycle. Picture last cycle, how easy NFTs were for a while. Exactly what's going to happen here. Now that Pump Fund is just getting better and better and more traction. And the quality of these tokens getting better. Better memes. Honestly, stronger communities. I believe that maybe is laughable to a degree, but I do think the communities are getting a little better. They're getting more savvy at how you promote these tokens. They are realizing to some degree you do need that community. You do need a cult. I would not underestimate how big this is going to be and how well potentially a lot of people here are going to do. Yeah, Bang, you're not wrong there. Cosmos, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. You see your name, then you can wrap it. Cosmo, do you wrap them on all domains or do you wrap them like right in your wallet? Yeah, music. Definitely check out the episode and even a quick, kind of TLDR. Think of it as I think Cosmos said this, or maybe it was Mike. It's the encyclopedia of crypto. All the data on every chain, not just NFTs, and not just even fungibles. All on-chain data in one place. And then let me even say it's not even on-chain data. It's off-chain data. I keep mentioning sports because it's like low-hanging fruit, just one of those things that maybe clicks easy. Take all the NBA stats, like live game stats, right on-chain and let people build out their products with that kind of data that then is transparent, verifiable on-chain. What are people going to build with that? Prediction markets are the lowest hanging fruit there too. Prediction markets with, again, that verifiable data. LLMs with, again, not just data from this blockchain or that blockchain, all that data from every blockchain live. Really, really cool. I got to find our Slam AI demo to show you, again, just how powerful that can be. As somebody who, when I am dialed in and doing research, used to have time to do that. The amount of time I'd put into researching stuff, man, I can't even quantify it. I mean, it is a round-the-clock thing. The fact that there's going to be LLMs and I'm hoping, Slam AI is going to be a game changer for me. That I can just sit here and fire off questions, prompts, whatever to a bot about all on-chain data. Man, that to me is game-changing. For content creators, for researchers, for analysts, for reporters, everybody. It's pretty exciting stuff. A lot more details still about SlamX, including I told you guys we were going to have an announcement on Wednesday, Thursday, and it's a big one. I think it's still coming. It's imminent. Maybe it's a week off at this point. I actually don't know, but that's a cool one. That's a really cool one I'm excited about. So you'll hear plenty more about this over the weeks. I'm going to see, by the way, if I can get Mo back on a show. Mo had some internet issues yesterday. Certainly want to talk to him more. Okay, Cosmos on all domains. Thank you, man. Good morning, Vrew. Oh, dude. Yeah, music. I like that. Vrew, we'll have to make a separate Hudah token. At some point. Some point it's got to happen. By the way, I was playing around with this little shitter this morning. I'm only showing this just to show how much fun this is and how much, like, the degen gambling out there. It's just silly shit. I just had to feel alive after getting wrecked. Even on pump and dumps, man, there's just so much action. There's so much money to be made. Just a pure pump and dump here. I mean, mostly. I don't even remember where I got in. Somewhere here, out somewhere, here-ish, just to feel alive. Look, I'm not some... Dude, I'm not even close to some whale. I think I made like $70. But I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I will. And look, only played that because for an hour I got to just look and check in on the different groups and look at Deck Screener and just look. Just dive into what's moving and then quickly look at what's moving and why it's moving and who's talking, all that stuff, right? And when you do that, $50 here, $70 there. Some of these you hit that home run and it's a few grand, and then you build up your stash. And you're firing these bigger clips, and there's just look, you see this pattern. This happens 1,000 times a day. And this is with the market being, honestly, pretty cooled off right now. A lot of action out there. All right, now last night, also was paying attention to something that was kind of wild. Kind of wild. Man, it felt like it had some special potential here. Did you guys catch wind of GPT-2? Maybe Strawberry? Was it on anybody's radar? Because that's what I was paying attention to last night. A lot of fun with no payoff. In fact, everybody wrecked. Music, I got to pull that one up. But I don't remember it. Pochita. I don't remember it. And I think what Rasmus talking about here is exactly what I mentioned. I think this was GPT-2 and Strawberry related, and Sahil back in back in the game. And not that I think he ever leaves, but paid a major AI account. I think it is what I'm thinking of, to promote multiple pump fund farms. And man, watching that play out live, man, the energy was there. The hopium's there. Man, I mean, like, I bought in thinking, dude, this cooks. If this is what people are saying it is, this cooks. And, well, it wasn't. Spoil the story for you right there. It wasn't real. Sam Altman had tweeted, and this is a couple days back, ChatGPT's second birthday's next month. What should we get it for a B-Day present, right? And everybody's going to do what we do best. Read into that. Assume there's a token coming. Granted, he's got a token. He's got WorldCoin. But of course, we're going to shoehorn some narrative into that. Strawberry. Yeah, music, you know it. Oh, dude, okay. There was an Andrew Tate AI token yesterday was being talked about. Man, so much shit going on. David Shapiro dropped out of AI. Hang on here. What's the story here, music? Yeah, I don't know anything about this, but Sam Altman, everybody's speculating he's launching a token. There was GPT-2. GPT-2 was cooking yesterday. Cooking. You'll see the chart now. If this is the correct one, I think it is. Yeah, looks like it. Right? I mean, you see how I got to bring this. Look at this. GPT-2 was an absolute freaking cook. I want to say it got to like a $40 million market cap. Does that sound about right, guys? Tate Terminal, good Lord. Benny, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. GPT-2, cook. I got in very late. I think 40-something mil. Pulled back to like 20, and I was in around 20. I didn't make anything. I got wrecked in this token. But I'm here for it. Again, like I mentioned with the polymarket thing, I'm not the most experienced. You guys know this. I'm not the most experienced trader in this stuff. But skin in the game to learn it is, I'm all about that. Not going to break myself with it, but I want skin in the game. I'm willing to take an L just to learn. Like, learn who to pay attention to, who's like just some shill, right? Who's got real info. And still learning, truthfully, how do people trade? Like, I'm still trying to learn that stuff, and I feel it just by getting some skin in the game. So I'm in around 20 mil, and this token decimated. So let me set the stage a little more here, too. There was the GPT-2 token, but there was also this account here that people were saying is Sam Altman's account. I don't know if it really is, but this account here gets people somehow into this strawberry token. I don't know if it's because the name looks like that. I don't know if it's because he mentioned strawberry somewhere. But all of a sudden, there's this strawberry token that I think was actually older. There was berry tokens, by the way, cooking too. Everybody's speculating, oh my goodness. Oh, let me set this up even a little better. There was this specific time that info would be released, right? We had a countdown, basically. There was a big live spaces last night. And it's basically like, hey, in an hour, we got something to tell you, right? So the big spaces, everybody waiting in it. All that while that strawberry Sam Altman alt account's tweeting and just getting people all worked up. The berry token's cooking. The strawberry token, absolutely cooking. And I want to mention, too, this was an older token. This is, I think, a couple months old. How far back does this go? I believe, unless I'm on the wrong one. Could be the wrong one. Could be. But there, yeah, let me double check here. So when I was looking at this yesterday, people were saying there's a token a few months old that all of a sudden one of these accounts started buying like just mad, just like crazy buying up tokens. And I think, yeah, maybe it's this one here. Yeah, it's probably this one. This token launched in August. Not a lot of activity. And then just all of a sudden, well, this one was bought up even earlier. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it's this one. I was in a Solana one, not an ETH one. So let me find that. It might have been the one I was on first, to be honest here. Could it be this one? That looks a little more like it, I think. You know what? Maybe it almost doesn't even matter because the chart's similar on all of them. As in, everybody rush into these strawberry tokens. One in particular I was in last night. Got up to, man, the volume was insane. Got up to a few mil. Oh, you know what? I can find it. I dropped it in a chat. By the way, as I'm looking, did any of you get into strawberry? Were you also in that Spaces waiting for it? And if so, where did you hear about it? How did this get on your guys' radar? Okay, the one I was in is, I don't know if it was the real deal one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I saw people talk about it having existed already, right, for months. And this one clearly is not that. Yeah, this was a brand new token. But look at that. Again, classic pump and dump. I think this is the Sahil one. Pretty sure when Rasmer said Sahil's back and paid some influencers, I think it was this one. But, dude, even the scam tokens, if you can be disciplined enough and not greedy to get out when it's up, I think you can eat all day on these things. So, yeah, yesterday, in at a mill, out at, I want to say 3 mil in that ballpark, and I made the mistake everybody makes. I got back in, got greedy, got excited. Countdown's getting closer and closer. Again, space is going on, hundreds of people in there. Countdown to some kind of news being announced. That's all up in here. So I think, like, I don't know exactly where I'm in. Somewhere on this ride up, somewhere maybe here, and then out here. Like, actually made money on it. And then I let greed get the best of me. And again, getting close to the announcement, let's just pretend somewhere around here, got back in. And then I just felt it. I'm like, that was stupid. You don't go back in these things. Even if it takes off, right? You made money. Just watch it. Just learn from it. But what do we find out? Honestly, nothing. We find out nothing. In fact, we get this account basically shit-talking us, telling us, like, you really think I'm launching a token, or you really think this is Sam's account? See if I can find that tweet. Here's the countdown, by the way, T-minus 1 hour. This is all leading up to it. This is all leading up to the countdown. Are there any strawberries in the chat? Right? Like a lot of contract addresses being dropped in the chat. There was one the one I showed is the one that was mostly getting the action. Tons of buyers, right? Do you really think Sam would back some coin? There you go. There you go. This is the time where people realized we got. And that space is, which had a little chat, but mostly was playing music. I'm trying to remember the dude's name. Yeah. No, a Sigma dude, exactly. I don't know how that. I am a rookie, and even I knew that was a rookie mistake. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. But learning lessons, and it's a lesson I should have already known. It's just, man, those things really reinforce it. Don't fucking buy back in. And again, knowing it was like 50-50 scam. I was okay to some degree with losing. I'm like, man, the upside on a token that you get in at $1 million market cap, or when I got back in around 3 mil, the upside on that, if it came out that it was a SAM token, I mean, that goes to 200 mil in an instant, right? The upside's there to make it worthwhile. It's just gambling, just pure gambling. But anyway, it's this comment. The dude on the spaces, should know his name because I think he's like a player, at least influential. Gets on the voice chat. He's like, we got. Like, this is bullshit. I'm not going to pump this shit anymore. Right? Like, it was pretty clear it was a scam at that point, and then that's what happens. I got out quick enough. Again, I caught on to how stupid it was before he got on and said anything. It's just I could, you know when you're in this and you're starting to feel that energy, and you're watching the chart and you're seeing how others are reacting, or some coordinated dump. You just feel it, and very much riding momentum. I felt it. I'm like, this was dumb. So I got out at a loss, but didn't lose at all. I got to think. I think I probably even finished flat. I could go back and look. Did not lose at all, which is cool. But anyway, it was fun, and maybe the whole point of this is, man, the trenches, and especially at nighttime, is where a lot of this crazy degen action is. And whether it's a scam or a real token or whatever, man, there's a lot of money being thrown around. And now I question the reasons it's being thrown around. I'll say that. And I'll tell you this, Boss Man, who's fucking excellent, really woke me up to something that I hadn't considered. Maybe we all have thought it before, or we subconsciously know that's what's going on. But this dude here is pointing out some of these memes are getting 100+ million in volume, which is wild. I've never seen, again, kind of new. I've never seen this. Volume used to be a good indicator, right? Volume used to be a good indicator if something was going to have some traction. It was one of those boxes you check. What's volume look like? But all of a sudden you get tokens, and I didn't know this one, Ant. This token had 170 mil in volume. Maybe it was 24-hour period. I'm not exactly sure. But goes to zero with that kind of volume. Like, what's happening here, man? This doesn't feel like, this feels new. And you guys who are really in the trenches too, you tell me if I'm wrong here, but I don't remember that happening before. Music. Yeah, this is you're right. Yeah, this is like Asia waking up and trading. Is that right? It's funny though. You certainly feel it. It's like it's a whole different game at night. It is. But Bossman brings up a really good point here. The entire meta is market makers wash trading their funds after that Gotbit thing. Right? And if I'm thinking about this or reading this the right way, it's market makers got in trouble. Other market makers who didn't get in trouble yet are probably really worried about covering their tracks or getting their money into some safe place, so they're washing it through through pump and dumps. Hadn't considered that. How many millions upon millions these market makers have made, and maybe how worried they're starting to get. And look, people wash through NFTs. It's like we see on Polygon. I think some of that happens in those kind of NFT collections, but man, you can wash them right through Solana shitters too. Anywhere where the fees are low enough, you can wash through there. So I hadn't considered really until Bossman put this out here yesterday. That volume is just wash trading. It's not pump and dumps, guys. That's what happens, but the purpose isn't to pump these things and steal your money. They may be, they probably, I'll say this, probably willing to take a loss just to wash their tokens. So, I don't know. Maybe pump and dumps, like a real deal pump and dump, it's easier to sniff out the activity, right? But if somebody's wash trading and they're okay with losing, that might feel, they may make that look really, really organic, and it might not be as easy to sniff out. I don't know, but this has got me thinking a different kind of way now. Again, wash trading, all you care about is getting funds from one wallet to another, and you're okay with taking a loss, some. Really, really freaking interesting. That said, opportunities like crazy still to make money on that. Magic, I see millions. Yeah, millions in these candles on spot small caps, and it doesn't move price. Can't understand what that is. Yeah. These guys they've gotten very sophisticated with how they trade and the tools they use, and I know the guys out there that are really into this stuff, they know it. They know what's going on. They know how to read it. They can tell what kind of volume is, artificial. Watching trades coming on both sides. And I'm not that. I can sense fuckery all over this stuff, but I can't tell you like the what exactly. And to your point, music, yeah, why sometimes such big buys don't move the chart, don't move the market cap, and it's because they're just dumping immediately. And you actually see that a lot when you're looking at activity, like when I'm looking at Dex Screener, especially if you watch for big buys. You can turn on filters here, so filter by like price or total, and you start paying attention to the addresses that are making these big buys. And then if you filter by their address, I can't tell you. In fact, let's see if we can do it here. Let me refresh. I'm going to show you something, and maybe we'll see a good example here. Okay, so filter to just show transactions over 10K. And you're going to see a lot of this. I'm just going to pick one specific one, and it might not be a good example here, but just one example. You see a lot of this. One address who buys, and if I could find it, look at that. If you look at the timestamp, a buy and sell at the same time, basically. And not making money. Well, in this case, making money. You don't always see it making money, and it's not much to make it worthwhile, you wouldn't think. This is for 60, 70 bucks, 60 bucks or so. You see so much of these in these tokens. You'll see like just a list, like certain addresses, just nonstop that. That's the game that's happening here. And that's why maybe you see that and it doesn't move the market, doesn't change the market cap, because it's a buy followed immediately by a sell of the exact same amount. So is that, I was going to say, is that wash? It can't be if it's coming from the same address, but just be aware that this is what's happening just kind of unrelentingly here. Let me see if we find another example. They're so easy to find, though. I mean, you can see it here as I scroll down, just matching up dollar amounts. In fact, you just see them lined up right in a row. Right? You just, it's clear as day when you start looking for it. You start seeing how manipulated it really is. The thing I want to unlock next, like understand, is the why. And I know there's all kinds of reasons why, but I'd love to understand that. Like somebody doing this, is it to like inflate volume? And I assume so. But this is it. This is the big part of the game over there. And I'm assuming, too, that they probably hide this in smaller transactions, too, right? Those are the big old whale transactions, but I'm assuming they do the same thing in smaller amounts, maybe make it a little harder to find. But I think we'll find plenty of it still. In every token, you'll see this. Every token. All the big ones, you see this in all of them. Shady, shady stuff, man. And I love it. I love it. It's a game. It's a fun game. I'm a code is law guy, right? If you can do it, I'm for it. I think people just need to really understand. I know you guys do, but understand it's a rigged game. It's people are not playing. These guys aren't playing the same game as you, right? I should say us. We, and some of you guys are way better at this, so I'm not lumping you in too. But some of us are playing the Moodeng game or whatever. We're trying to buy a token that we think is going to capture mind share and have a cult built around it, right? Some of us are playing that game. And these other guys aren't. These other guys are like, hey, for the next 12 hours, I'm going to grind the fuck out of this token. That's it. If I can pull out a couple $1,000 over the course of a few hours by making it look a certain kind of way, that's a game other people are playing. They're not there for the cult. They're not there for the scene for the meme coin ecosystem. No, they know how this works. They get your attention. They make it look like a legit token, and they just grind away and extract throughout. So those same guys that are doing those trades on both sides, I'm assuming they've got other tokens that they're buying at certain levels and then selling it high. Right, that's where they're moving their funds. I think that's going on from the same people, same token, but other accounts, other dollar amounts. It's not just this. It's not just these two-sided trades. There's much, much, much more going on here. But it's cool to see. It's cool to see, to understand the game that's happening there. So yeah, that was a clusterfuck kind of. It was fun. It was fun. Hey, it's like paying to go to the movies. It's paying for some entertainment, right? To some degree, it's just that's my night. I'm going to spend time in the trenches and get wrecked, but it's a good time. It's like going to the casino. It's very much like going to the casino, right? You know you're going to come home probably with nothing. If you win on the night, great, but you're just kind of paying for some entertainment. Leonidas put together, I think, a decently well-written thread here about exchanges and shenanigans there. When was this? Yesterday? Was that yes? I think, yeah. Yeah. Yesterday morning here. So given this scenario here, a Tier 1 exchange listed a low-cap insider-controlled meme coin called Fartcoin. The insiders who control a large amount of supply of Fartcoin paid a massive listing fee to the exchange in return for being able to dump on the exchange users. Yeah. Instead of curating the most well-distributed, organic, community-driven meme coins, these exchanges are selling out their users to the highest bidder. Look, man, he's saying the truth here, and it's kind of scary because it feels like that's exactly what's happening. It does. At what point do those users catch on? I don't think they do, actually. To be honest, I don't think they do. But what if they do? It gets worse. Listing fees are paid in the token itself, and the exchange then dumps the token on their own users. And this is crazy, but it's true. And the exchange pumps the token on the exchange X account by just announcing the listing, by maybe tweeting a meme or two. Yes, that's happening, and it's so shady. Yeah, we saw this with the Nero listing. That was the thing that really got this. That was the one that crossed the line, didn't it? Right? Sometimes I think we looked at it like, man, they didn't list our token, whatever. We move on to the next thing. Nero was a wake-up call for this space, I think, because there was a Nero token that, look, even if Cabal controlled, which it was, even if, kind of calculated, orchestrated, whatever, it still was the one that the community had formed around. And instead of listing that, Binance listed a completely random Nero. And I wonder how random now, because I'm going to guess that it's as simple as Binance got paid. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. But that token, you guys know the Nero story. $15 million market cap shoots up to 600, at this point, 660 mil. Because they paid him, allegedly. I don't know, man, if there's going to be like a day of reckoning for these exchanges, because there is something really strange going on. Keep in mind, Leonidas, look, putting the spotlight on this because he's pumping the dog coin, and I love that he does that, and dog is super distributed, and look, the man just wants dog listed, and I don't blame him. I think we all want dog listed too. But yeah, make no mistake. I mean, this is all coming out for a reason too. Him pointing this out. Maybe it's always worked like this too, and I'm assuming it has, as far as what tokens get listed and why and how. But it feels like they wronged enough people now where people are getting vocal. You got guys writing threads about the Nero situation. You got Leonidas, at this point, Leonidas has got a big old audience. Look at that, 232,000 followers, and he's putting the spotlight on this too. And more, this is going to be a story that catches. And look, at some point, just a matter of time till reporters catch on, right? That'll happen. There's something here. This is definitely a where there's smoke, there's fire kind of situation. It is. Dude, Bell's coin got listed on Mexi, I think, and Adam McBride also. I think he's on a Spaces with him. I like Adam. Adam's going to come on the show at some point, too. Awesome. I really grew to like him. I never disliked him, by the way, but I've told you guys here, but I didn't love with Bells him given a guide on how to mine it, and then as soon as he put that out, it was already difficulty was too high, and he's like, "Yeah, you probably should have been mining a while back." Now, to be fair, people could have figured it out on their own, but it felt weird to me to put out the guide at a point where you couldn't even mine, like you just couldn't. But I like Adam a lot. I love Emblem Vault. Yeah, he's great. Yes, Emblem Bells is definitely gonna cook. One of the I think the second ever meme coin. But yeah, he's gonna be on a Spaces with them next week, which is pretty cool. Oh, no shit, Mike. I didn't know that. If you mine Bitcoin, you can get Bells coin as a side effect. Interesting. Ticker for Bells is Bells, I think, right? What's the market cap? Let's peek. Yeah, Bells has got a good story. It really does. Oh, you know what? We might not see it here. Yeah, I don't think we'd see it here. Lucky Coin is before Bells. Interesting. So we got Doge, then Lucky Coin, then Bells. Probably that order. Yeah, Bells should cook though. Dude, Adam's gonna make a fucking fortune on this. Dude, I didn't realize market cap was this high now. 85 mil. Holy shit. I didn't realize. Wow, dude. Okay, I'm kicking myself on this one. This was an obvious one, and I just got salty over it. Look at that freaking opportunity. Dude, Adam's got to be up millions in this. Dude, I didn't fucking realize. Wow. Dude. Yeah, I'm shocked. This is all in the past month. Dude, a month ago, $23 million market cap all the way up to 83 mil or 92 mil. Jesus. I'm sorry, guys. I should not have been shit talking this thing. I don't think I ever shit talked it. I should have done this. I should have talked about this a different way, at least. Jesus Christ. My bad. God damn it. Dude, that's unbelievable. Well, honestly, GG's to Adam. That guy's got to be up millions. Dude, awesome for him. I'm going to turn the page because I'm going to get salty. No, actually not at all. Like, just genuinely happy for the dude and people who were in there. Congrats. Let me see if there's anything else to pull out of this Leonidas little write-up here. Other than, man, I think this will come to a head at some point. Until the exchanges list their criteria. You know what I think happens, though, really? This is kind of maybe tying everything all together. I just think they're going to really open it up. I do. I think there's just going to be... I think we're going to get a lot of listings. A lot. Really open it up. It also ties into the Murad thing, right? So much money is coming into meme coins. There's already 1 billion meme coins. I mean, there's so many, but just so many more get listed on those exchanges. There will be some kind of criteria. They're going to probably change the way they onboard them. But man, oh man, oh man. Get ready to eat. Just stay tuned in, stay attentive. It's going to get pretty freaking incredible here. Last point here, and there's nothing really to this. I just like seeing CBB and his Salta Belt blast. I like this guy a ton, by the way. He's awesome. But man, does this man hate blast. and pretty wild, him sharing DMs between him and Pac-Man. Pretty fun. I don't know, not funny, whatever, interesting. A year ago, Pac-Man reached out to us and a few other farmers to facilitate a deal between funds and us to buy our locked farmed Blur tokens. This was season 2, around 14 cents. It was for 20 million Blur tokens. We said no, thought it was weird for a team to facilitate such deals, and were suspecting something was probably cooking. 1.5 months later, Blast plus Blur staking were announced publicly, sending Blur to 70 cents. Sometimes people do that. Hang on, were his tokens locked? Did he say his tokens were locked here? Yes, they are. Okay, interesting. Okay, sometimes people do that if they know somebody wants to sell, to just do it outside of the market, right? Like an OTC deal, just so they don't have people crashing the price. It's different if it's locked, because I don't think he's signaling he was looking to sell. That's interesting. That's interesting to me. And then rightfully, people start chiming in. Is that considered insider trading? Might be. That might be. That feels awfully close. Now, Pac-Man based in the States or no? I don't think so. Do any of you guys know, is Pac-Man based here in the States? Dude, Blast is a disaster. I've been saying I think maybe Ape Chain is the next Blast, but I don't know. I'm not sure. We've got an Ape Chain NFT that I think entered like the top 10 on Magic Eden. Yeah, they're actually top 3 right now, Jimmy. That's pretty interesting. First, like, original. Oh, this is cool, actually. Damn, I would like one of those. That's cool. Yeah, I think these might actually cook. Dude, those are great. Oh, and Vrew, dude, Airhead's going to be a cook as well. Yep. There's no way Airhead isn't hot. I'm worried it's too expensive, but yeah. Nice. Mike Bennett, a Bell's Avatar. Where do you buy that? Yeah, Airhead's going to be one of the hottest things coming out. I'm sure they're going to launch when the market's cooking, but Airheads are going to cook, man. Cook. Yeah, Dobro, I think it's this one. Lemon first, coming in at the very last minute here. Love it. Yeah, let's peek at Ape Chain real quick, but I think that Jimmy one's pretty cool. Let's see, is that Ape? Yeah, here we go. Oh my God, Garga Apes. Apes on Ape. Sproto Apes. Look at this shit. Love it. I love it, dude. This is so degen. This is much better than it was looking a couple days ago. So there's the Jimmy. These are really cool, man. Dude, I got to get some ETH and go bridge over. I got to. There's no way this doesn't cook. It'd be easier if I could just go on Ape Chain and buy some like Ape with my debit card. I would do that. That's tempting. I just don't want to bridge and shit. I find it so annoying. Okay, but the Jimmy these Jimmy Apes or Jimmy NFTs, Garga Apes. I'm gonna peek at all these. Apes on Ape, Sproto Apes. I love the new ApeCoin logo, by the way, too. Really fucking cool. Yeah, let's peek at a few of these because I like it. Pudgy's on Ape. You guys are maniacs. All right. Hang on, I'm killing my browser. Jeez. Dude, I can't wait for this weekend, by the way. I'm gonna be spending a lot of fucking time in the trenches. Like, I think the whole weekend's gonna be in the Solana meme coin trenches. Gotta get plugged back in. All right, here's those Jimmy NFTs again. I love them, dude. Yeah, those are great. Okay, what's next here? Garga Apes. Hey, those are cool too. Those are all right. Those are okay. Apes on Ape. Sproto Apes. Those are filthy. Yeah, I don't know. Those are actually interesting. Dobro, you think? You think the airheads are easy to get whitelist? My assumption was it's really hard. I haven't done it because it sounds hard. Vrew, I'm so worried. Okay, so for Airhead, my understanding is you got to bridge a whole bunch of your assets over to their wallet, and I don't want to do that. That Owl wallet or whatever it's called, I do not want to put a whole bunch of assets over there. Yeah, so that's my fear. But Vrew, maybe I should try still, because yeah, no, Airheads are gonna cook. Shit, I gotta do it, dude. You don't have to bridge. I thought you literally gotta. Oh, you import your wallet. Okay. Still scary, but yeah, that's not so bad. Okay, if I import and I got enough good assets, is that enough to get me a whitelist, or do I got to go through some of these quests still? Benny, the Jimmy collection's pretty cool. What are these? Rillas. Yeah, these are neat. What else? Rocks on roll. Eh. Wait, these got a hang on. 177.8 floor on these. Jeez, dude. Hey man, gotta pay attention to Ape Chain. I think they got. I think it's gonna do okay. The NFTs over there, I think gonna do okay. See, I wouldn't touch this. Nah, that's not gonna work. But those Jimmy ones look legit. Yeah, I like the Jimmy ones. Those are cool. Anything else going on, guys? Dude, Mo, what's up, man? Hey, Mo. Cool as hell that you came on yesterday. Appreciate you, man. And you should come back. We should do another one. Talking Animoca. Talking NFTs. Just the fun stuff. What's going on out there that you're into. Be a lot of fun. So come on sometime. Yeah, that bridge again, Mo. I got to do it. Look, these Jimmy ones look awesome. I don't want to be on the sideline for something fun like this. And yeah, a little more later this week now, I'm starting to feel like there's some fun stuff over there. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Ape Chain. Look, I'm assuming there's going to be some cool partnerships and announcements like on deck, right? Ready to be announced. I think there's going to be some cool energy over there. Exactly. This is just like the organic stuff. You know, it's them finding some kind of identity over there, and I think it's going to be cool. Yeah. Man, Mo converting me. Yes, awesome, dude. Yes. I'll reach out to you. We'll figure out something. But yeah, again, very cool to have you around here. Okay, all right. Okay, then you know what we're going to have to do? I think I'm getting it. Because, Mo, you're on the ApeCoin Council, right? So I think we're going to have to do an Ape Chain special. I think that makes a lot of sense. We do an Ape Chain special, talk about the ecosystem, what got them from where they're at to launching the chain. Top trader, just everything going on over there. And we start speculating on what's to come. I like it. That'd be fun. Ape Chain deserves a focus. Because no matter what you think, there's something brewing over there, and I don't want us to be late. And that's maybe the main thing that we try to do here, guys, is be early to stuff. It's still pretty darn early over there. Wow. You know what? Yeah, I wonder where we're at with the Ape Chain integration on CryptoSlam. I gotta ping the boys because I saw in Magic Eden, I saw Jimmy was like the number 3 collection just before, right? So we definitely got to get that locked and loaded. Jimmy looks cool as hell, man. Damn, I got to get some ape today. I have to do it. Yeah. All right, so we'll get scheduled at some point in the very near future here. An Ape Chain Convo. Yes, dude, Mo. Yes. Yeah, fuck yeah. That sounds perfect. Ape Chain Council, we talk Ape Chain. We talk all these products over there. Yeah, likewise, man. All right, we also, let me just set the stage for what else is coming here. Because I'm going to wrap here in a quick second. Got some, good Lord. All right. Some guests to announce here soon coming up. Tentatively, and whenever he wants, Mo from Animoca coming on. Ape Chain sounds like a lot of fun. Violetta Zeroni coming on next week. I believe we're locked in for Wednesday. Recently sold a song of hers on Bitcoin for one whole coin. Absolutely magic. Really, really freaking cool. She'll be on, I think, Wednesday. It's Monday, Wednesday. I kind of want to do Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. A couple other guests I'm not ready to announce yet, but some good ones, some fun ones lined up for you guys. But I'm going to get to the trenches here. I'm going to find some good shitters for us all. We got to be eating. And I do think we'll be eating on Ape Chain. At the very least, a lot of fun over there. But yeah, you guys got me excited for that. We'll be live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time with the fantastic Joe. Sometimes he's all right. Joe's all right. No, I love you, Joe. Of course, little bro Henry the Grape on the Non-Fungible Idiot Show. Guys, have a great day. Appreciate you joining and hanging. We'll see you later. Peace, boys.